Good morning and welcome to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Ashley Davis along with Trent Haston, President and CEO of the Roby family of companies. We're your hosts. Thanks for spending your Sunday morning with us. Whether you're in the car or on the couch, you're always at home with Roby. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's Andrew, R-O-B-Y.com. Trent, it's another week at WBT. We've got a great show coming up. You know, we talk a lot on the show about business and making connections for business purposes. You've been in Charlotte your whole life. You know a lot of people, and it's great to make those connections. We also talk about making connections in the community and sometimes for nonprofit and help causes. We're going to have a show today where we're going to talk about how you've done both of those and pulled some things together to create another triangle that's going to hopefully lead to some great things.
Yeah. Hey, Ash, good morning, bud. Glad to be here on this Sunday morning. We have I'm going to say one of our greatest clients ever, Mr. Brian Mahoney, who we've done a tremendous amount of work for in the last 8 years up in Charlotte and in the Lake Norman area. And our first premise, and people hear me say this on the radio, is to serve our customers. That's our first premise. We're in business for our customers, and we serve our customers, and that's what we do. And then if we're like-minded people, maybe we can help each other, learn from each other, and network together and share war stories and cry together, laugh together. And through that relationship with Mr. Mahoney, who is just a great person, very successful with a great attitude, we actually had the opportunity to hang out a little bit and start hanging out, mutual respect. And through that, we got to know each other, and now we have this great opportunity to do what is the backdrop of our business after we serve our clients and after we pay our employees and grow our business, and is to give back to the community in which we live.
Absolutely.
And utilize our network. So
absolutely. And Brian's on the phone with us right now. We're going to talk a little bit about the connection. Brian, welcome. Thanks so much for being on the show today. I know you're in the car traveling through Florida right now.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So Trent, the connection here is Brian as a client of the Andrew Roby Company, a venture he has that involves a NHRA drag race car, and then the Alzheimer's Association of Western North Carolina. We kind of pulled all those three together and hopefully are helping some folks in a lot of different ways.
Yes, yeah. Brian manages businesses and owns businesses and has built businesses, and his sons are in business with him. His family, it's a family affair, just like Roby, and loves doing what he can. And I think one of his businesses is he got in the NHRA. He's helping a car, and we were playing golf. And he said, Trent, I know you're very involved in Make-A-Wish. You know, we put that out there and other charities, and that's your proposition. Maybe you can help me know a little bit about this. I'm helping a team.
Yep.
And I don't want to put anything on it that's self-promoting. I want to use this as a tool. Maybe I can put something on the car that's going to help some kids or help some charities or something. And it just navigated through. And Brian has some business connections and some personal connections with Alzheimer's,
right?
And with the nursing home and the retirement industry. So it navigated through, and I think we have a logoed car to be racing in Charlotte.
It is. So, Brian, tell us, we're going to have Dave and Paul on the show in a little bit, by the way, from the race team. We're going to have Catherine Lambert from the Alzheimer's Association of Western North Carolina on as well. But, Brian, tell us a little bit about this connection, what it means to you. Tell us a little bit about the race team and the sponsorship.
Well, sure. We got invited, my wife and I got invited to a race last year in Charlotte, and it's Paul Richards Racing, and Dave actually went to school with my oldest son. And so he invited us to the race, and I watched these guys, not knowing anything about the drag racing business, but I watched these guys, and they were so passionate, and all the volunteers that helped their team. So they ran one race, then they ran another qualifying race, and I got to know them a little bit, and I chatted with them, and they were on the top shelf, but they were underfunded. So they had a heavier car, and they didn't have the advantages of all the real pro teams. So after we watched the Charlotte race, we went to Dallas, and that's where I got very inspired because they have such a great group of guys, so passionate about it, that the wife and I talked, and we met with Dave and Paul, and we decided to sponsor 10 races for them this year. and to get them a new race car, which should enable them, I believe, with Dave having more seat time as a driver and with better parts and lighter parts and a real great crew, that I think these guys can do some wonderful things in the drag race business. So they have 100% our support. But then again, I am retired, and it's the name of the company that's sponsoring is Prestige Corporate Headquarters. But we felt that we wanted to have Alzheimer's on there because it's close to my wife and I. My mom is dealing with that right now. So you guys were instrumental in hooking us up with the Alzheimer's Association, which we're very, very thankful for.
Well, we're all we are is an incubator. I mean, we put the network together, but it's you. I mean, it's really cool how you want to help these guys, and it's funny that you say that when you told me about it. You said they're like a hundredth of a second away, or 0.1 of a second away from being so super successful, and with the passion and the hard work, these are the type of people you want to help. You're retired, you need something to do. And then you said, hey, I want to promote something that I'm passionate about and where I can help other people, because I am a vehicle for that. That's my ultimate business principle.
It's great to see
you
folks
embody it.
Great to see folks giving back, as Trent said, Brian. It's admirable.
Yeah, and we're really excited about it. And when you talk to them, they're fantastic young men, and they're going to do a good job with more time underneath their belts. And they're just quality people. And I would love to be able to help them get to the top of the game. So that's our ambition. But at the same time, we want to get the awareness out for Alzheimer's. And like I said, it's a passion for us. But without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to put it all together. So I very much appreciate the help.
Well, it's a testament to why you've been successful in your life, both business and family and relationships, is when we got on the phone before we got on the radio this morning, I said, how are you doing? And you said, no day is a bad day, every day's a good day. And that's just what it is. And this team's going to find success through your partnership and your leadership. And Alzheimer's is going to find success, as we do, being able to serve you and your family, Brian. I appreciate it.
Well, listen, I appreciate you having me on, and I think you're going to enjoy the conversation with the boys. And like I said, they're passionate. It's the second generation, and Jenny and I and the family are very passionate. So I hope to see you soon at the races that are coming up in Charlotte, okay?
All right, Brian, thanks so much. That race is April 22nd. We'll talk more with the team, with Dave and Paul when they come on. All right, Brian, have a great day. Safe travels down there in Florida, buddy.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, folks, stay with us. When we come back, Catherine Lambert from the Alzheimer's Association of Western North Carolina will be with us. You're listening to the At Home with Roby show. We'll be right back.